My name is Ronnie Michael, certified public accountant, and this is the Personal Finance Playbook. Improve your finances, improve your life. The title of today's episode is You're on Your Own. Social Security is a Ponzi scheme. If you've ever looked at your paycheck stub closely, you'll probably see a line item for FICA or OASDI. These line items, at least in part, represent a 6.2% tax you are paying for Social Security. There seems to be a general misunderstanding about what this tax actually pays for. Many people believe it's a forced government savings program, that the government is just holding your funds in a personal account with your name on it, keeping it safe for you to access once you reach retirement. But this is false, and the truth is rather discouraging. The reality is that the government is paying Social Security to current retirees with funds collected from current workers. Social Security is not a personal savings account where your money remains in your name and accumulates interest. Instead, taxes collected from today's workers are used to pay benefits to today's retirees. Your contributions are not set aside for you personally. They are immediately spent to fund the checks going out the door to someone else. This model can only work when you have a large and growing base of workers supporting a relatively smaller group of retirees. This was the case when Social Security was passed during the Great Depression and then with the baby boom post World War II. But that's not the America we live in anymore. The math is stark and getting worse every year. In 1950, there were about 16 workers paying into Social Security for every one person receiving benefits. By 1960, that had fallen to about 5 workers for every beneficiary. Today, fewer than 3 workers support each beneficiary, and that ratio is expected to go down in the immediate future. As you can probably guess, this isn't a small leak on a giant ship. It's a complete collapse of the system's foundational structure. So, why aren't there enough current workers to support current retirees? It comes down to 2 simple facts. One, people are living longer, and two, not enough new people are being born to replace them. In 1940, the life expectancy of a 65-year-old was almost 14 years. Today, it is over 20 years. A man who turned 62 in 1960 could expect to live another 15 years. By 2040, it is estimated that a 62-year-old will be able to live another 22 years. This increase in lifespan means beneficiaries will collect payments for many more years than the system was designed to support. While people are living longer, people are simultaneously having fewer children. We are far removed from the baby boom post World War II. The total fertility rate in the US is expected to trend downward to 1.95 by 2050, which is below the replacement rate of 2.1 needed to keep the population stable. Social Security is a contentious political issue, and reforms to it can spark all kinds of emotions. But just consider how difficult it is for anyone or any institution to adequately plan and fund the retirement of millions of people, let alone hundreds of millions of people. There's a reason why actuaries make so much money. There are so many variables to consider when running the numbers on a project like this. You have to consider tax rates, mortality rates, disease rates, demographics, immigration patterns, and so on and so forth. You probably aren't exactly thrilled with the service you get when you go down to the Department of Motor Vehicles to renew your car registration. So, what makes you think the government is going to do a good job of funding your retirement? Running Social Security is an actuarial nightmare. The government has, unsurprisingly, proven itself incapable of managing it effectively, and perhaps surprisingly, even admits as much. The 2023 Trustees Report published by the Social Security Administration projected that by 2034, the program will not be able to pay 100% of scheduled benefits to retirees. In 2034, only 80% of scheduled benefits are expected to be paid out. So, Social Security is failing. What does that mean for you? It means you need to take your financial life into your own hands. The first step is to stop thinking of Social Security as a guarantee or a personal savings account. Start thinking of it as a potential bonus that might be there, might not be there, or might be significantly less than what you were promised. If you're young, your best strategy is simple: save and invest like Social Security does not exist. Max out your tax advantage retirement accounts like 401k and invest in low cost index funds that track the broader stock market. The power of compound interest over a long period of time is your best weapon against an uncertain future. If you're closer to retirement, it's time to run the numbers. What does your retirement look like if your Social Security benefits are cut by 20% or more? You need to have a plan B and even a plan C. This might mean working a few years longer than you had planned, downsizing your home, or adjusting your lifestyle and cost of living. The harsh truth is that with Social Security, the math isn't mathing. You need to be the CEO of your financial life. What do you think? Does this apply to your life? Leave a comment below, and thanks for watching.